Hey, right on SC patrons. You see me rocking my Jeep hair again. It's a Saturday morning, August 6th. Nice and hot here in Columbia. Tops down on the Jeep. Drove on the interstate. Hair shows it. Jeep hair, don't care. Today's episode is on Flash Fiction. It's because on Wednesday night, Rex and I did Flash at the bar. Thanks and shout outs to Reagan Teller and Chris Ma and Lisa Anna Langston for including us with that. And it was cool. It was a good set of writers being up there and doing their thing. So the Wednesday night sesh, there's 8 writers. Each of us gives 2 pieces. They're 1,000 words each. Rex, what did you think was like the best part of this, like in the bar, people reading their
when I got off the stage.
When you got off stage.
Oh my God. I don't know why.
Once it was over?
Yeah, I was incredibly nervous while I'm standing up there.
Oh, that's interesting. I had no idea.
Oh, really? Because I felt flushed, and I was just like, I felt like I was stumbling over my words all the time.
It's tough, man. Reading out loud, like reading in front of an audience, I think people underestimate it. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of like actually working through the piece and like knowing where to do your inflection and things like that. I mean,
right.
Yeah, I could see that. That's one of the things we talk about sometimes at SCWA is like sometimes our writers get up to read their piece and they're not as polished at the presentation piece of it. And so it doesn't quite flow off the page the way it might if you were just
that's why we have the printed thing in front of us too.
Yeah.
That's important.
It's really a performance though. I mean, I love being on stage and I love reading my work. So for me, like I spent a little bit of time practicing before I got up there.
Yeah.
And I want to say I read through, so it's Flash Fiction. So they're only 1,000 words each. And I read through all 3 stories because I wasn't sure which one I was going to choose. And I practiced, man, probably Tuesday afternoon. I practiced probably an hour and a half or so, just reading them over and over again, trying to figure out like where to do the inflections and stuff like that. But yeah, do you think, did it seem like the rest of our writers were polished and practiced at that stuff?
No, a few people stumbled.
Yeah.
Everyone else seemed better than me, in my opinion, but then I can't, I always think that I'm hypercritical of myself.
But you have so much energy anyway that like when you get on the stage, you just have a lot of energy.
Do I?
It's just a matter of like focusing that energy like in the right way to get the story to come out the right way. But yeah,
I know. I just compensated by being loud.
Well, loud is good though, because that's the other thing that usually happens. It didn't happen this time, but when we did Noir at the bar, it was hard to hear because people didn't pull the microphone close enough,
right?
And they weren't really using the audio system. And I think it's because when you're standing on stage, you hear the speakers and you think you're really loud, but you're not. You're like the right amount of loud, right, for the rest of the room. So sometimes people who aren't used to speaking into a mic, they struggle with that, but. Anyhow, Flash at the Bar was a lot of fun. Like I said, shout out to Reagan Teller for organizing that. It'd be fun to get to do another one. There is an open mic session going through the Pat Conroy Literary Center. It's on Zoom, which I feel like makes it even easier because, let's be honest, Zoom is just like presenting a PowerPoint, right? Like it's really not that hard. It's pretty easy to be cool on Zoom. And so that's through the PCLC, and it's the second Thursday of the month, which I think means it's coming up next week. So if you are interested in being part of these open mics, practicing your ability to read in front of other people, that's a good way to do it. It starts with anybody who's in the room that wants to read is allowed to read, and then it focuses on a specific author, and that specific author will do their pieces and answer questions and things like that. It's a really cool setup, and Jonathan Haupt has done a good job with that. So sorry, I was like, that's quiet. Why are we supposed to be on the air right now? But we're not, but we're getting on there. So we're going online here in just a couple minutes. And we just want to thank you guys for being patrons and let you know that if there's anything we can do for you to promote your work or even help you with critiques or anything like that, send it to us. We're sort of on Flash Fiction for the day. So looking forward to getting on the air. Thanks again. We will see you guys, I don't know, sometime, somewhere. I didn't do their live stream thing. Here's the video.